How are you today? I'm Eddie from Fliteboard. We're here at the Toronto Boat Show with Mydealers.ca, and today we're in the Mercury booth at booth 1847. We're going to talk a little bit about what fliteboarding is and show you a couple of the boards. And right here we have our intro to the sport board outside of what our scooter board is that you can find online at Fliteboard.com. But this is our 100-liter ash carbon fiber board. We have a jet propulsion, and these are all powered by a lithium-ion cell that's in the core of the board, which we are powering with our hand throttle, and that is what's controlling our speed. Basically, think of this like an airplane underneath the water. You know, speed creates lift, and that's how we're controlling the board, by our angle of attack with our front wing, and our weight is all being carried on the mast, and we're standing above and hydrofoiling above the water surface. So here we get asked a lot, what is hydrofoiling and what is the experience that we feel when we're up and riding? You know, this is, we've all sat on the bow of the boat, which we're not supposed to do, but you're just floating and levitating above the water. That's the experience and the sensation that we get to have. You know, we've all seen Marty McFly's hoverboard. His didn't work very well over water, but this does, and you get to experience that at a different speed and the speed of your choice. These things can range, we can go up to 30 miles an hour depending on the weight of the rider. But we get to go out and experience the water for up to 2 hours, depending on what battery we choose and what foil setup we have and the weight of the rider and the board. But being able to go and experience the water in different ways, in different lakes and rivers and ocean, it's quite the sensation to be able to float above and experience that. We have local partners that resell our products everywhere globally and also offer experience centers in learning how to eFoil. Most of us can get somebody up and flying in about 20 minutes, but with an hour session and your second session, you're up and you start to become very proficient on this and experiencing the water in a different way. So a lot of people say, I've seen a lot of different foiling on the water. You know, e-foiling is the introduction to so many different disciplines on the water. And as we start out in our recreational riding, we evolve through that and get into a higher discipline, which is getting into wave riding, getting behind wakes of the boat, getting unpowered. But again, with all the different disciplines of foiling, this is the beginning of getting into tow foiling, surf foiling, kite foiling, wing foiling, windsurf foiling, prone foiling. We have partners globally that teach, and they're called an experience center. Look us up, go on Fliteboard.com, find our locations everywhere, get some time on the water and learn how to e-foil.